Hey everybody, thanks for checking us out. This little video tennis lesson is going to be about shot tolerance or patience or consistency. So shot tolerance is just my phrase. I've heard it before. It's not unique to me, frankly. It's how we like to explain how long a point should be, and every player should have their own appropriate shot tolerance. It's a number. So if my number is 5, that means I can tolerate 5 balls in play before I get pretty impatient and need to kind of go for it and freak out. Okay, so everybody's going to have a different default settings. We come out of the tennis factory as humans and we all have our default settings. So Carly, my daughter here, she had a pretty high shot tolerance. She was fine if the ball went 10, 15 rallies. Marty, what would you say your default shot tolerance is?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. When I played, it was like 3 because after 3 I was bored and I had to get my winners or not. So here's what I need you to know. First, I'd like you to understand that phrase shot tolerance, and then try to figure out what your shot tolerance should be, because frankly, it's a little bit different based on your style of play. If you are a runner retriever or a steady baseliner, you're going to have by nature a higher shot tolerance, maybe 8, 9, 10. If you're a serve and volleyer, not that that exists too much, or an aggressive baseliner, that person's shot tolerance should be a little bit lower, and they'll both be correct. So there isn't one shot tolerance that we should all strive for, nor do I think that everyone should just have 100 and just try to make shots and that's the way they play, because it's not the right fit for everybody. So the important thing is to understand what it means, what shot tolerance is. But here's the exercise I want you to do. I want you to play, and I want you just to take an audit. So you're going to just play and just kind of see how many balls you rally before you feel like, yeah, I go for it. It's not that hard to figure out your shot tolerance, and this is the big message of this video or this lesson. Pretty much most rec players, whatever their shot tolerance is, they could do a lot better if it was just 1 or 2 shots more. I'm not saying 10 more shots. That's kind of ridiculous. So if your person's a 3 or a 4, if they could just bump that up to 5, it'd be amazing how much more they would win because they just cut their errors down. Now, hear me correctly. I'm not saying that everybody should play long points, because it does depend on your style of play. But shot tolerance, the concept and understanding what that means is super important. Everyone should have their own distinct number. You should talk with your coach if you have one and kind of help. Like I can help my players find out what I think it should be. There's certain players that we coach. Danny's going to have a very low shot tolerance, and that's a correct number for him. And then someone else, maybe JP, would have a higher shot tolerance number, and that would be correct for them. So hopefully that's helpful to you. It'll help you make fewer errors, which is how you win a lot of the matches in tennis. So thanks for checking us out on both of our websites. JorgeCapestany.com, that's the free website for players, and also tennisreels.tv, our coach's website. If you are watching this video on JorgeCapestany.com, our free website for players that has all kinds of free instruction in all kinds of categories, as well as super sweet slow motion high definition footage of the best players ever, please scroll down and leave a comment. We love to hear from you. It helps us become better. I read all the comments, and if you have a question, you can leave it there and I'll respond to it. Thanks for checking us out, and good luck with your shot tolerance.